This is my family, my sister, my niece. That's my mother. That's my brother-in-law. That's my father.
Wait.
All right. You may be having a bad day. That's why we throw out the high end of the road. Enjoy it. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the people you're with. That's what we're doing.
And mezzanine is $20, only a couple rows left. Balcony is $15, okay? That's for tonight, okay? Pre-judging, don't pay attention to the tickets on the seating because that's, except for VIP, pre-judging and the seminar today, it's just general admission, general seating, okay? All right.
So, okay, I need six tickets for tonight.
Face the curtain, double bicep. Abs five.
Oh, I got it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
No, I'm okay. I'm good right there.
CJ.
CJ's here.
Hi, Malika. Hi, Malika.
Hi, Dexter. I love you.
Love you too. CJ. Got something for you.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Okay, raise the quarter turn to the right.
Look good, Alicia.
I know. Good job. How's it going? All right. Ain't no reason why we should have on white back here, huh? It's gonna be all messed up by the time you leave.
Are you?
That's what I just said.
You don't want to let somebody else through it? No, get that part.
Fine. Thank you for mailing me my tickets, though. Thank you so much for that.
I got them yet? You got them, right?
Yeah.
Jax is a hands-on.
You don't know?
Number one is coming
My
out.
first year, I'm gonna try and do whatever I can to get them to come back.
I'll be back. Thank you so much.
Good? Okay.
Thank you.
Look good.
Hey, can you send that part over to me so I can put it on YouTube? I want to put it on
Put
YouTube.
on what? You better not put it on YouTube.
Put that on me? Yeah, I'm gonna be pulling Dexter's pants off and showing that he got a little bitty tool, you know. No, I'm just here to support Dexter, man. You know, he's putting on his first show, so I mean, I think it's great that you know, some of the bodybuilders are giving back. You know, Dexter has used his name in the sport, so him giving back to, you know, people to be able to make their dreams come true like he have, and I think that's is really important for us to do that. You know, we got to keep the doors open so the dreams stay alive. So, you know, I want to support him in anything he does. Definitely.
In the 2 weeks,
You know, we've competed globally. We know what it's like to compete, and we know how to treat athletes because we're, you know, previous athletes. So I think that's something that all of us should be doing, is putting on shows, because you know, sometimes you have some guy putting on a show and they're just in it for the money. So they're not in a nice venue and it's some high school somewhere, and you know, so I think it's important that, you know, that we continue putting on shows and doing a good job at it, because you you know, I competed in shows before when I was an amateur, and it's just a little bitty high school or a little gymnasium or something like that. But you know, I think when you competed before, you put more into a show and give back. And sometimes we go over the top, but you know, that's the way we are. But that's the way we are on stage, and you know, with our cars and our houses, so we go over, you know, we go over the top. So we want to do that same thing for these amateurs, you know, these athletes. So, feel me? You smell me? You under dig? Good. Thank you. You're welcome.
Good job, Tiff.
69.
Go, Gabe.
Come on, Dave. You're in the
Once
middle,
again,
Dave.
double bicep.
In the middle, Dave. Hard leg, Dave. Now make it work, Dave.
Right straight.
Come on, Dave. Open up legs.
Get the pose, Jordan.
Side chest.
Zooming in on your food over there. You've been doing that all week, whole full week. I can't believe that week
You're eating 7 to 8 times a day, every 3 hours. I mean, you got to start the day early. And you know, my first meal would be at 5 o'clock. I do cardio at 4 in the morning. And then I have my first meal at 5, and I think we end up eating like around 11 o'clock, going to bed and waking up and doing the same thing over and over. And it's just repetition. So it's nothing wrong with that. If they're going to eat that many times a day, basically you just map it out. If you're going to eat 8 times a day, then you got to look at those hours. If he's not going to eat 8 times a day, then you can start later on. You know, or it depends on whether you're going to have him shut down his carbs at 5 o'clock like a lot of people do. So all those things come in, but it's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, you got to get the food in. So it's only a certain amount of hours per day.
my opinion. Dad, did you want my opinion?
She said she wanted to hear your opinion, man.
You liar.
Diane, did you say you want to hear his opinion? Thank you. She said yeah.
She did.
Shut up.
No, now hold on. I just don't want Dex to be shy about what he eats when he wakes up in the middle of the night.
Dex.
Because Dex is one of those guys I happen to know.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
Oh, and before I let go, one of the things that I do want to say is when I was training up here in Jacksonville, I watched Dex on a regular basis. The thing that's so impressive about what he does is he's always in season. There's never an off season, and that's pretty much what you guys are saying is it's hard work, it's clean eating, and it's a way of life that you guys have pursued, and I think that that's really important. I still want to know what you have when you wake up at 3 in the morning. Eat, you know, what do you have?
What do I have when I
What
wake
do
up
you
in the
like to
morning?
eat? Yeah.
On season or off season?
No, I just said you're never off season.
Well, when I'm dieting, I stay, you know what I'm saying? I stay.
Right, that's a fair question. I was
Yeah.
just
So when I'm on season,
on season is what
or
I
when
like
I'm
to
dieting, I probably eat something like, you know, a couple grits, oatmeal or something like that with orange ruffin.
Okay.
And my next meal would be.
That's
Good
hard.
meat.
Cool.
I can't stand it right in the morning. But my second meal probably would be a shake with a scoop of protein. And my third meal would probably be Japanese steakhouse, Darrem. So, being serious.
Nobody else can get away with it. He can get away with it.
So this is no holds bar, right? So this is my trainer that I ain't getting myself
But
in
they
big
said
trouble.
when we got in here. Okay, I'm just curious about Chris also. see if you can give me your rundown, because
You wanna know what I eat or what I think about at 3 o'clock evening?
well, do you eat? Do you have a tendency to get up in the early morning, eat and go back to bed?
Yeah, I've done it. I don't really like it because then when I wake up again, I feel like I'm bloated, you know, but if I happen to wake up, I'll try to have a little something. But if not, I'd rather sleep through and just wake up at my usual time, which is nowadays like 8ish, 7:30 or 8ish. And then, but I've been liking to go straight to the gym and do cardio in the stomach.
So it's not something you do intentionally, you don't wake
No,
up on
sometimes
purpose?
it's just, I'll cycle it, like I'll do it sometimes like that, or sometimes I'll just wait a couple hours out and just go to do my training around noon. But I like the idea of getting up on empty stomach doing cardio. I've been finding I've been burning a lot of fat that way. And then eating directly after that, even if you bring a meal with you to the gym, I'm having like egg whites and rice in the morning. That's my thing in the morning. Like 10 egg whites and about a cup of rice.
I got a question for Darrem. One time I was at a competition, and it was right before prejudge. I think it was like an hour before.
Oh, here we go.
And I saw Darrem eat about 8 plates of food. So,
You didn't find out
pancakes,
smart, yeah.
everything, like 8 plates. How do you do that right before a show and get shredded like this deal? I want to know.
Yeah, you did it in Spain, remember?
Most of you guys probably live around here. If you guys have spoken to Dexter before, you guys probably know how he is. You know, he exaggerates a little bit. It wasn't no 8 plates of anything. No, you know, again, you know, we all always talk about everybody, body's different and we react differently. And while you guys see us in shows, one show a guy will come really on and the other show he's off. It's not that because he's not a good bodybuilder, it's just because we all constantly trying to improve, and improvement only comes with change. It doesn't matter if we did great at this particular show and looked our best, we're still thinking and hoping we could look even better, so we're going to try something differently in the other show. And it's always hit and miss, you know, it's basically how you look right at that time when you peel off on stage. It's not the day before, or the day after, or 2 hours before, 2 hours after. You've got to peak right at that time. And basically, I'm always trying different things. And at that particular time, that particular show, I think he's referring to probably in Spain. And, you know, I just thought that my body would react the right way if I just consumed not that amount of food. It wasn't that amount. It was just, you know, I started to ingest a lot of pancakes and stuff like that because I noticed
Bacon, eggs.
I noticed that every time the show comes around, the night before I feel good, and I feel like I'm starting to peak, and you know, I feel like I'm starting to fill out, and I'm afraid to eat way too much. And it's after the show, as soon as I get off stage, we go off and we go and eat something a little bit more calories and whatever, maybe put a little bit of sodium in there, and you get back to your room or the next day and you realize, damn, I should have looked like this yesterday. So I kind of like bit the bullet because you're always nervous to do it, and I say, you know what, I got nothing to lose, you know, and you know, let me just try it and see if it works. And I just started like consuming a lot of pancakes and a lot of heavy stuff to really fill me out that morning. You know, Dex looked at me and was like, what the hell are you doing? I was like, hey, you know.
And guess what? That's the only time he ever beat me.
Yeah, so, you know, it worked that time, I guess, you know, but yeah, that was basically it. And, you know, every time, every show, your body's changing. Every year, you're 1 year older. Sometimes you're starting a little bit heavier. Sometimes you're starting a little bit lighter as you start getting ready for your contest. So, you know, your body's going to react a little bit differently each time. And it's just finding that niche and just keep plugging away, as Chris said. And, you know, just keep your fingers crossed.
When do you start your carb deplete, carb load for pre-contact? How far out?
Is that to me or Darrem?
Yeah, when you start, yeah.
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. Everybody is really different, okay? Now, depends on how big you are, this, but through trial and error for yourself, what you always do is when you get a little system down that works for your body, as Darrem says, you're going to try things and there's going to be changes, but don't ever go away from the base. You know what I mean? Like if oatmeal works good for you, then stick with oatmeal. If rice works good for you, you know what I mean? But when you're trying to really get in shape, of course, the best thing to do is always keep your body fat down real low, and then you can, you know, when you get full control of your body, you can do anything you want with it. You know that, as a trainer.
Right. Appreciate it. Dex, I know you're a freak, so I mean, you stay lean all the time anyway, so when do you start? When do you start?
Could I see the person who's speaking? Please?
Right here.
Okay. When do I start? Well, I've kind of gotten away from, worrying about when I do this and do that. So that's why I hired Joe McNeil. And if you mess up, you don't get paid. So I let him tell you.
So you now, Joe.
Hey. I haven't messed up yet, so I'm still getting paid. But no, I don't agree with carb depleting. I don't see why you should be in shape and destroy your body to look good. And also, too, it also slows down your metabolism, so your fat burning process stops. We do drop our carbs down to a certain point. Maybe we'll take, if we're at 400, we might go down to 300 for a day or so. But I just don't believe in carb depleting, like 0 carbs or 50 grams of carbs and walking around like a zombie all day long. And I just think it shuts the body down. And if you're trying to get rid of water, it's a 2-day process. It's not a week or a week and a half. So I think I can take care of that in a day or two. And that's how we do things. I know when I dropped Chris Duffy for the Nationals, we dropped from 800 to 500 for 3 days, and he couldn't hardly function. So, like I said, I just don't agree with that. So that's me.
So excuse me, when you just reduce, I mean, like, how many times do you do that? It's just right before the show or a couple weeks prior?
It depends on where your body fat is and how much cardio you're doing and how much your body's responding to the work you're doing. And we might do that sometimes we even increase them for about 3 or 4 days to get the body to boost.
Right.
And like I said, I just don't believe in destroying the body, flattening muscle tissue out, and feeling like crap just to get ready for a show. I think you can look good and stay looking good up to the day of the show. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And I also want to thank you because just like this gentleman, I called the number in the magazine and it was you that called me back and set me up for tickets, so I greatly appreciate that. My question is that
Thank you for calling me and even, ordering the tickets over the phone. If anyone up here knows me, they know I'm firsthand with everything I do. I try to be first class with everything I do. So if so my word is good. If I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. Okay, and I'd like to thank you guys for even calling and having faith in me, putting those aside for you. And answer the other question.
either yourself or the gentleman in the West shirt, he hasn't answered any questions. What kept you motivated when you first started out in this industry?
When I first started, I met Leonard-Haley. Leonard-Haley was like 3-time Miss Olympia. And so I had just joined this gym. And the guy who owns the gym was his training partner from Blunt. And he brought me in there and he says, told me to take my shirt off. And Lee looked at me and said, oh, he got some good genetics. And so what happened was they was training partners at the time. So I used to go in that gym and watch them every day. Then one day they was doing legs. And so Superman went to that Lee, let's give him a leg workout, so they want to take me out. But I had too much pride. And I said, I ain't gonna let him make me throw up. So I made it through the workout. Then he said, oh, he got some heart. So everything Lee would tell me, I would write it down. And I memorized everything he told me. Then eventually I started training with him. And he taught me a lot. And so everything that, like I said before, that he told me, I just took heed to it. And because I looked at him, he was a great chaplain in the gym as well as out the gym. And so he was the one he was like my mentor. So he motivated me.
Dexter, what about you?
What motivated me? I think the competitiveness of the sport. I just love to get on stage and compete against people, or, you know, guys from all over the U.S.
With that motivation question, I think a lot of, like being from California, we had a lot of bodybuilders that was around that was pretty famous in the sport, so we had a chance we'd go up to Venice Beach and go to the coach gym out there and look at all the bodybuilders training. That's when Haney, Gaspari, all, you know, Mike Christian and all the top people in top shape back then. So we go up there and get some motivation, go to the beach, watch the guys on the beach pressing 4 or 5 plates on the bench press, buy a shirt, go back home, be good for a month, go back, do it again. And plus, then when I started training like Flex Wheeler, we were training partners way back in the day. But we used to go at it pretty hard. And Flex, man, he's not like, I wouldn't say, he's not like the biggest dude, but as far like genetically clean, crazy looking muscle, but he can't beat what he had. I was mad. I was like, man, he can pull back, he'll do this long pulley roll, and see strikes all the way across his back. I was like, damn. He was like a Japanese fan. I was like, shit. So, and he walked around all cocky all day, right? He got this walk. Do your walk, though. Do your walk, man. He just makes you want to beat him, right? You want to beat Flex. He want to beat you the same. So it's like we kept each other pretty. I mean, he brought out the best in me as a bodybuilder. I want to say that. He brought out the best in me.
Right on, boss.
Well, I got something to tell you.
This is gonna be good.
Yeah, this is gonna be good. I got to tell you this story right here about crazy training. They was in the bar one night.
Don't talk about me, dog.
No, I want to hear this one. Come on, go ahead.
This is a true story.
Everybody does.
They was in the bar one night, and they were sitting at the bar. Somebody came by and just slapped the mess out of Chris in the back of the head. So Chris turned around and Mike Tyson, he was like, oh. He was scared, he was nuts. So he went and got Flex. He went and this is a true story. So he went and got Flex, and he was like, man, Mike Tyson just punched me in the back of the head, man. And Flex was like, let's go get it. And Flex supposed to be Mr. Bruce Lee. So he's like, man, we're gonna get our butt kicked. You sure you wanna go fight this dude? Remember that place? Is that about line?
No apology.
Is that true?
Hey, you gotta.
I just said somebody gonna have to take the first punch, boy. No, but I just want to answer that question also. Motivates you? You have to motivate yourself, okay? You don't want to hit that snooze button. If you want it, then you get up and you do it. Ain't nobody gonna motivate you. Once you get in the gym, I mean, when you got good people around you, then they can help motivate you. But other than that, you got to get up yourself. Like Chris was saying, one of the reasons why me and Chris flow together to train because, man, we are just predators when it comes to competing. I hate to lose. I loathe it. I'll cry. You guys know it. You've seen it in magazines. I hate losing. So that's what drove me. I just want to be the best of whatever I could be, and I just believe in putting in everything that I have into what I'm doing. So that's you. If, nobody else gonna talk your game up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna be up here on stage with you. When you pull down, you ain't got nothing on but just your whatever it is. You know, woman, I guess you got the top part. I don't. But no, seriously, hey, you know what? Don't go look for that from somebody else. You need to find out within yourself. Okay, and that's for all you guys, whatever. And that applies to no matter what it is you want to do, whether it's you want to get your education, whether you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, or just a regular Joe, that's you. And once you have that within you, then anybody can spark that flame. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have it within yourself, then stop looking for other people to have more confidence in you than you have in yourself. And that's for everybody. So I guess, as Dexter said 3 questions ago, one more question.
First of all, this is for Mr. Branch. Congratulations on the New York Pro. I thought you looked real awesome. But this is for you, in your opinion, what is you think about the phenomenal difference for the bodybuilders of your time and the bodybuilders of today?
Your time. What's your time, though? Your time.
Me?
Yeah, that's your time, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, I felt like you were 70.
You know what? Honestly, I would have to say,
Chill
I think, and this doesn't apply for everybody who are competing, because I feel what I'm about to say, I feel about this for some of the athletes who are competing now. But I think back in our time, it was a time before us. It was a beautiful time, you know. Gary Stridham, Lee Haney, Mike Christian. I mean, we looked up to those guys, and we had respect for the sport, and we had respect for those cats. And I think because of what those guys did before us, we kind of lived, you know, in their shadows, and you know, we learned from them. I mean, me and Chris, we walk in the gym, and ain't no telling who we'd see walk through the gym. I mean, Kobe Bryant, anybody. So we lived around a lot of great athletes. So that kind of thrived us to want to bring our game and step our game up. And then me and Chris formed our little crew. It was me, Chris, and Rico. And now we take on all comers who came in the gym. I mean, you're not going to outlift us. You're not going to outdo us. You're not going to outdo us on stage. You're not going to outwork us, our cardio. So we had a pride about ourselves. You know, it was a unity. And unlike completely now, I don't think it's like that. It's individualized more so. Maybe because of Go's gym back then was a center, and all of us came in there and we got down. It's not like that really now anymore. So you got guys at different grades, different gyms, so you can't feed off of that. I mean, I'm sure if I was to be training in a gym with Branch, you know, we're in the same vicinity, I'm not going to let him outdo me. That right there is going to step my game up, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, now we train at 24-hour fitness, and just, I mean, it's different. So I think really just the respect for the majority of the cats. And we didn't walk on stage if we wasn't ready. I mean, Chris have hurt my feelings, Rico have hurt my feelings. They tell me point blank, dog, you're not ready. You know, now guys will walk on the stage and they're not ready. I mean, how can you project yourself like that? I was insulted every time I walked on stage and I wasn't ready. I knew it, but I had to go ahead and do my job because I had to get paid. You know, I had to pay my bills. But we looked out after each other, and we just did not walk on stage if we wasn't 100% ready. And we had people who cared about us enough to hurt our feelings to tell us the truth about it. Where now you'd be like, you know, a guy go up on stage like, oh man, you got robbed. Knowing the dude was not ready, or they lied to him. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, you should have got so. No, that wasn't the case with us. We were very honest with each other. And I'm very honest with all the guys up here. I talk to Branch, I talk to Dex, I talk to all the guys who I get along with, and I try to be as honest as possible, because if I don't tell them the truth, whether it's gonna hurt or not, how can they grow from it? And I think that's a big thing that's missing now from the sport. And like I said, it's not from overall everybody, but the majority now. You got a lot of cats who just don't belong up there, man, you know.
Hey, so you didn't really want to beat us up when we was talking to you when you were fat?
When?
When we said you were fat, you didn't want to beat us up?
Oh, I'm telling you. I mean, you want to bring that up. There was one time at gym, you know, we have this posing room at Go's gym, which is another thing that's beautiful about back when we trained. We'd have a room that we go in that's specifically for posing. So we'd stand dead center, and we'd be able to look up at a mirror and see our back and look at different angles when we wouldn't have to move. And that's how we pretty much trained ourselves on how to pose and everything. But I'd be in there, that's the room that we go in. And I mean, you know, Rico or Chris, they would tell me point blank, dog, you fat. You know, you need to do more cardio. You know, Rico, I remember one time, me and Chris and Rico in there, Rico said, man, you fat, you're holding too much water. And I wanted to fight him. You know, I was upset. You know, but I'm that type of guy. I mean, I took what he said to heart. I didn't believe him. I said, man, I don't believe you. I think you're just trying to hurt my feelings. But within me, I went out and I got on a treadmill immediately. And I didn't take it as a blow. I said, you know what, if that's what he thinks, then what's the harm in me going and doing more cardio? I'm only going to get better. But I want to prove him wrong. You know what I'm saying? But we were very honest with each other. And I think that's a lot of what's missing from the sport now, is people just not honest. Even the judges, they lie to. And you guys know it. You walk up to a judge, why did we lose? Geez, because it was the wrong time of the day. Because my alligator got bit. You know, I don't know. But it just needs to be more honesty. So anyway, thank you, Chris, for bringing it up. Oh, what is it? Beat up on me? No, that's what happens when you retire, guys.
I remember one time we were in England, and we just got done with England. We had just got done with a competition. Ronnie just whooped flags, and we were.
You're talking about 98? 99?
Did Kevin beat you too?
No.
No, you said
No.
okay.
Yeah, I think.
All right, and we were in this bar. We eating pizza. Flex ate like a whole pizza.
Oh, okay. Like, what are we about to talk about?
And he pulled up his pants legs. He pulled up his pants legs, and he pushed like this. And man, it was like a dent this deep. It just stayed there. Man, sodium with Flex is just
killer.
All right, that's enough. Thank you. Let me see if I got any more stories. Hey, but I think that would just about do it for this seminar. One thing I would like to say.
Buy your tickets if you haven't bought them already. Oh, I'm sorry.
I've been in a lot of seminars, and we have. I think this is about the best turn I've ever had. And I want to thank you guys for coming and support this.
Thank you.
Dexter Jackson Classic.
First, I just want to say one thing. I want to thank you all. And this is I've done lots of seminars. These guys are my friends. And growing up in bodybuilding, it's a great honor for me, even though these guys are my friends, to be on stage with the greatest bodybuilders in the world and the greatest guru. This guy right here at 91, I was back there watching him do all this and just starting. And I just want to tell you guys, this is the best guy in the world, and it's been a great honor to be here. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
How are you? Yeah, but obviously it's inside.
It's right over. I'll be on stage. Come holler for me.
Done with her radiation treatments in June, and she is here competing this evening. So let's have a big round of applause. Brenda Chobanian. There's a true warrior right there, ladies and gentlemen. The Lifetime Achievement Award, given out by the great Flex Wheeler, goes to Mr. Edward Nelson. Number 8, Felicia O'Neill. Number 86, Tarsha Williams. And number 87, Brenda Chobanian, which you just saw get the award.
You go out first. Okay. Minute, 2 minutes and a half. That's it. Okay. Okay. Brent, you second. Same thing. Larry's third. Same thing. I'm fourth. Maybe like 3-4 minutes. It's my home. I'm trying to keep it short. But then, no, I'm serious. But then we all
back for the audience.
No, listen. Then we all gonna go out in the same time.
Okay.
Audience.
Oh, that's gonna be sweet.
Okay, that'd be
That's
sweet.
gonna be tight. An audience, all right.
Yeah, hey, that'd be sweet, Dax. Dax, that'd be sweet. That's good. About time.
Hey, 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
The ones I got were going to be eventually my rears, but the ones with front are 33. Yeah, the ones I have for the rear, 14.
But at least you're dark.
That's the dark for you, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Jay's finishing up the heavyweights, and she said, "Well, I have to do it for me."
Darren, that was his moment, say? Okay, south side.
So,
Did he do the
he's
Southern
done-
States, or-
Yeah,
Oh,
finished
yeah?
second.
And he got second there?
So he's done for now, and next year he's just gonna train for the Southern States. You have a
So
whole
cool.
year.
17, huh? And he got the open or the teenage?
Teenage, she is.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't know with your genetics and all, I didn't know if he was like kicking everybody's butt at
Yeah, not yet.
17.
No, 17 now.
Yeah. That's so cool.
I'll let y'all handle this heavyweight.
How many coats you put on Brand for a show? They're like, you probably put on about what, 10? Wow.
I've only got it right there, sir. Which is crazy.
Marcus on diuretics and everything.
Yeah, right. Stop, man.
God, you can hear her all the way
That's
up
what I just
here.
said.
Guys, tell her to shut up. Tell her to shut up. Yeah, like she hasn't shut up.
Hey, shut up out there, you're too loud.
Thank you, Ray. Oh, look, she's like yelling again.
It's not again, it's still.
It's still.
She's gonna come back and pull my ass away.
She probably will.
Is that Dexter?
Yeah.
You know that shit's attached to his ear, man.
What's attached
That's
to
what
it?
that phone.
Oh, yes.
That's
Yes.
That's why I don't have one, man. I call him every, he says, why don't you get a cell phone? I said, Jackson, I'll call you 10 minutes.
That's just stressful, isn't it? Hell yeah.
I told him I keep stuff.
All you gotta do is sleep. All you gotta do is someone now.
Right?
That's all I
I
want to
know.
Yeah, what was your last week, huh? I was in Trinidad. Myself and Melvin.
You're soaking up. Ooh.
I almost got fired. Remember that time I told you I had to pump that treadmill from 1.8 to 3.0? You about ready to fire me.
Okay, now I'm the one that needs some air now.
Show up.
Ooh. Mary.
Mitch, can I see that mirror right there you had?
Okay, and I'm trying to do this like. Yeah, I remember you did that too.
Messed that up. I'm getting 30. I don't want it to look. You could add that.
Gotta hit my lower lat area, all that, yeah.
Did you wake up knowing that like people good? Like an 05, I told him we left him.
Like you put it on and you slather it and she's like so.
He's on my little finger.
10 days on the back road. Well,
Yeah.
That's it, drop.
And she's like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in there. And back here, you want to do back?
Who's just a lot to drink of our own, just enough to give a little bit.
That's Dexter's. Yeah.
oh, there's two ducks. Yeah. I look like Mr. Bling Bling that go out there.
That's why you ain't going out.
Yeah. This is so much better than the ingredients. That's much.
Well, he didn't have much time to sweat it off this time.
And you put on 10 pounds that you lift the weight. Hey, come on, man. You see him swallow, man? Sit down, see if you can blow him smoke.
On the top, yeah.
I'll do that. Protein rolling.
Are you working? Dude.
She's you did 4 weeks ago.
Just a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Now, if you looked up shredded in the dictionary, there'd be a picture of this next guy. Except for in 2005 when he chose not to compete, he's been in the top 10 of the Olympia every year since 1999, including 4 top 4 finishes. He's a 2-time Arnold Classic champ. He's from right here in Jacksonville, so you may have heard of him. Please welcome Dexter Jackson.
Darrem Charles and Dexter Jackson.
my hometown, born and raised. This is something that I always wanted to do in life, but I've been so busy and so lazy that I just said this year, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And I put my mind to it. And with the guidance of the Lord, who was able to bring this show to you guys tonight. I'd like to thank all my family for coming here to support me. I'd like to thank Gail for helping me put this show together. I couldn't have done it without you. And I'd like to thank my kids that sitting up here in the front row. And you know, I had kids that old, huh? I look young. Okay, let me get up this mic. Okay, I'd like to thank all the special guests that I have here tonight. Flex, Stan, and this good group of guys right here for coming in and help me support. And Chris for supporting my show, man. I really appreciate that. You know, it's nice to have friends, you know, because I had to pay my money for them. Anyway, you guys have a good night, and we'll let you guys say a few words on the mic. So let's give it up one more time for the first and non-stop Dexter Jackson Classic.
Go first, I'll be first. Hi, night to everybody. I had a great time out there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely want to thank Dexter. As I said earlier in the seminar, he asked me a few months ago and to do this for him, and it wasn't even like asking. I was like, of course, I'll be there, whenever time it is. And I just want to congratulate you guys for coming out. It's important for you guys to support the show, for it to move on to an annual thing to keep it going. So that's all for you guys for coming out, and we appreciate it. Thanks.
What's up, Jacksonville? Hey, first I want to thank Dexter for having me out. 4 weeks ago I had my first contest in Houston, and I know how stressful it is and how little sleep you get on the weekend of your contest. So, I returned the favor and came out here for him this weekend. Thank you all for being an awesome crowd, and hopefully I'll see you back next year. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Without sounding too cliche, but I wear my Christianity on my sleeve, so I want to thank the Lord first and foremost. I want to thank my bro, Dexter. I love you, man. I love you, bro. It was great to come out here and shake my booty in Jacksonville and do my thing. As everybody knows, this is my first Olympia. I'm pretty excited. It's been a lifelong dream of mine. Many of you that follow my life story, you guys know that it's been a lot of trials and tribulations, and I'm only one for my family to do something. So I set a goal. I set a goal a long time ago, and it just feels real good to realize it. And I'm glad to share that with you guys. So I don't want to take up too much time. So I know everybody back is hungry. So am I. So God bless you and thank you.
I want to say the best for last. I want to thank my sponsors, World Gym, the best gym in Jacksonville. Thank you so much for being behind me 100%. And I'd like to thank the rest of my sponsors here, Larry Giant Subs. I know you guys who live here see me in sub commercials. You know, that big old sub. And you guys just have a good night and God bless.
All right, overall figure champ, what do you think? Congratulations, Tiffany. Our runner-up trophy goes to number 72, David Hewitt. Set of vertebrates. And that means
gentlemen, if we could have a front double bicep. What do you think of these guys? They look great, don't they? All right, gentlemen, open heavy. The competitor, 82, David Murphy. Gets a trophy and a set of perseverance. That jacket, is that nice? Huh? Works best for you. So a lot of great prizes for overall winners. Your overall men's champion, longitude promoter, champ. Please report to the stage.
Give us a tip. Really? Yeah.
Just moving with him and stuff.
Good.
Headgear and stuff. We just go on and just, you know, he's tall. So when he when he stretches across, I go on, but he's.
That happened to going through Pennsylvania, man.
Thank you, Jesus. Everything is over.
Look here, tired.
Tired.
0 sleep last night. Now and plus I got to get up and take Branch and Anthony Aponte and Chris Cormier to the airport in the morning, like 4 a.m. So I might as well just stay up again.
And despite all the hard work and preparation that went into it and not getting any sleep, it was worth it. I'll do it all over again next year, and we're going to, and can't wait. We sold out tonight, and we owe everybody really who came a big thanks.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for supporting me and supporting us. Without your help, none of this would be possible. I'd like to thank Gail here for just being my backbone. She's my right hand. And thank our families for doing such a great job with the ticketing. Her family, my family, awesome job.
It's really good to know that you can have family
that you can trust
and depend on to really come through and help you to make things a success. We hope to bring you guys again next year, a bigger and better show, just great quality like we did tonight.
Well, I'm so tired and the water is running. I'm jumping in the shower and get this tan off me, so I'm hollering. Peace.
Thanks.